is not going to change on how
As I promised, here's John Poopy in your hair about the Chinese spy balloon.
Conversations as we move beyond this.
I heard that she's retiring too.
And will continue to keep open lines of communications with China, as you mentioned. Blinken and Jake Sullivan and many others have continued those dialogues, especially after last week. In fact,
Why does the Biden administration keep going through so many White House press secretaries?
Conversation about their surveillance balloon, and again communicated directly with China after we took our action to bring the balloon down. So again, multiple channels of communication that will continue.
Please subscribe.
China's, we believe,
I can't bring these videos if I don't have followers. And thank you for watching. Thank you to the new subscribers and my old subscribers.
Traversing in Latin America. That's one thing that you all reported. And it's up to China to show it is serious about its words of being a responsible country, that it wants to build on the meeting that the president had with President Xi very recently.
You can always tell when she's lying. Look at them eyes go.
Figure out what kind of relationship that they want. And as you know, yes, Secretary Blinken did postpone.
The only one blinking is you.
Canceled, and when the time permits, we'll see that trip back on the books. Again, it doesn't change our what we are trying to do and how we're trying to move.
Her lying, nervous twitch, her eyes.
On Saturday when the president spoke just off of Air Force One, he seemed very definitive in making clear that he was the one who said explicitly, I want this to be shot down, and the military leaders suggested wait. Is that a reflection of perhaps some frustration in terms of the political attacks you guys have gotten from Republicans who said this should have happened on the front end as opposed to the back end?
Well, just a couple of things. I know there was a TikTok that went out to all of you from the National Security Council that was pretty detailed on how everything kind of broke down for the past week and how things flowed. I'll give a little truncated version of that. On Tuesday, the president, through the National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, directed the military to refine and present options to shoot the balloon down immediately. The president also directed the military and the intelligence community to collect against the balloon so that we would learn more about China's capabilities and tradecraft. At the same time, we protected against Chinese intelligence collection because we knew exactly where the balloon was going. The military recommended taking the balloon down
exactly
over water, following the determination by military commanders that there was undue risk of debris causing harm to civilians while the balloon was over land in Alaska, Canada, or the continental United States.
Or Biden
the
compromise.
president directed the military to take it down at the first available opportunity when it could be done with safety, especially as we're thinking about Americans' lives and being safe there.
Since when do you think about Americans'
lives?
lives?
To recover the payload. Shooting the balloon down over water wasn't just the safest option. It maximized the chance of recovering the payload, giving us a better chance to get information from the Chinese surveillance balloon payload. But I think the bottom line here, and this is something that we want to make very clear, is that look, what China did was unacceptable. We protected civilians, and we gained more intel while protecting our own sensitive information. And so I laid that out so you have an understanding of how this past week went. And you know, the president, as we all know, is not just the president, he's also the commander-in-chief, and his number one priority is making sure that American lives are protected and that we protect citizens in this country. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that we were able to collect some data, which we were able to do,
and collect
that's
money
why we took
from
that
China.
action. And the president made sure we took that action.
Thanks, Attorney. How much damage has been done to the U.S.-China relationship because of this? And do you expect the president to bring this topic up in his speech tomorrow night?
Look, I will say this, as we know, when it comes to State of the Union speech, you know, foreign policy is always a topic in that speech. I'm not going to get ahead.
Busy day in the news tonight, bringing a lot of videos.
As it relates specifically to China, you know, I just laid out at the top that it is going to be up to China. It's up to China to see how they want to see this relationship moving forward. And so I'll leave it there.
Let me ask you one more broad question about the State of the Union address. We heard Brian Deese's take on the economic terms.
Okay, we will keep a close eye on that. The White House addressing President Biden's response to China's spy flight after headlines like these. Axios, China crashes Biden's State of the Union speech.
God bless you soon, as I promised.
Deflates Biden's Sochi State of the Union swagger.